Good afternoon, boys and girls. It is April 6th, 2020, and we are going to start talking about addition story problems today. Before we do that, I would like to introduce you to a friend of mine. His name is Gus the Plus. You have seen the plus sign in many of our number sentences that we have read. But today I want to talk about Gus the Plus and some of the language you may see or vocabulary words that you may see in story problems that are going to tell you to use him to add. Of course, if you see the word add or the word plus, you know you are joining two groups together. I have one group and I have another group that I am putting together. But there are a couple of other terms too that tell you to use Gus the Plus when solving story problems. Those terms may be join. You may be joining together two groups. Put together or all together. Or the word some. All of these words are words that Gus the Plus uses to tell us to add numbers together. And if you will look down at the bottom, there is an addition number sentence with Gus the Plus. And they are adding 2 cubes and 3 cubes together to make 5. When you see these words, it means to add to. You might see plus, some, join, and all together, or in some cases you may even see put together. So let's look at an addition story problem that I have created. We're going to use some pieces of candy as manipulatives. I will show you also how you can draw it. Before we begin, we need to read the problem so that we know what we are trying to answer. It says, I have 3 red candies and 2 blue candies. How many candies do I have in all? I'm going to take my marker and circle my numbers. I'm going to underline my Gus the Plus word. It says in all. In all means the same thing as all together. And right here you can see Gus the Plus is saying in all. So I know I need to join two groups together. I'm going to join 3 red candies and 2 blue candies. But you may not have candies at home. You can use cubes to represent 3 and 2. You can use counters, pennies, really anything. Another thing you can do is to just draw simple pictures of candies. Now I have these candies already. So it says that I want to add 3 red candies. There's 1, 2, and 3. I have 3 red candies. 1, 2, 3. Plus, I'm joining 2 blue candies. 1 and 2. 3 red candies and 2 blue candies. Let's join these two groups together. and find out how many I have in all. You can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I know I have 5 candies in all. 3 red candies plus 2 blue candies is 5 candies in all. My number bond would look like this. 5 as my whole, and 2 and 3 as my parts. If you have crayons or different colored pens or markers, it's very easy to use them to keep track of your drawings when doing story problems. So I have 3 red candies. I'm going to pick up my red marker and I'm going to draw just 3 simple red candies. 1, 2, 3, plus 2 simple blue candies. 1, 2, and then I can write my number sentence. I will do that in a 3rd color. Maybe this color. 3 red candies plus 2 blue candies equals 5 candies. Or you could say 5, start with your whole, equals 2 plus 3. That's another way you can write that equation. It means the same thing. As long as my sides are balanced, I'm good. So, I would like for you to take this time and try writing out, drawing out just simple candies on either your whiteboard or a piece of paper as I read it to you one more time. Pause if you don't have something to write with. I have 3 red candies and 2 blue candies. How many candies do I have in all? You could do 3 and 2 with your cubes. 3 and 2, even circles. You don't even have to draw the candies out. You can just draw 3 circles and 2 circles and join those 2 groups together to make 5. 3 and 2 equals 5. Very nice. So we will be solving more addition story problems this week. We are going to focus on Gus the Plus and the language that tells us to add in a story problem this week, as well as solving and getting more practice with solving more story problems. So I will send you guys a Gus the Plus craftivity if you would like to make a Gus the Plus and post it somewhere to help you remember the language that tells you to add, and that would be a fun little enrichment activity that you could do. I will post that, or I will actually send that out by email to your parents, and they can print it for you if you'd like to make a Gus the Plus. I cannot wait to see some of your work solving these story problems and making your Gus the Plus, and I will see you guys later soon. Goodbye.